Alright, time for round 2 on this contraption here. So let's go ahead and place, and skull. So I'm thinking these pistons here might be preventing it from spawning, or it's the torches. This one, so it's not the pistons. Good, that's a good start. Good start. Put these back. So it's probably these, and I hope that didn't do what I think it did. Oh, whew. Whew. That was scary. So let's see if it was the torches. Torch. If this is the case, I am not going to be a happy person because that was a really good way of detecting. Oh, we could butt update the switches or the pistons. Alright, I think I got this worked out here. So we place here, retracts, and then we can place this skull here, that one there. There we go. Wahaha, it works! I have fixed it. Let's make sure nothing blows up. I hope not. I don't know what he's shooting at. Not me. Die. Oh, what am I doing? Stone sword. There we go. Stop regenerating and die out. Don't drop. Oh. And come on. And there we go. Woo-wee. Alright, so how I fixed it is we just made bud detectors right here and here. So when we place, these will extend, and in order to actually make these bud detectors, we have a bit of power from this redstone block feeds over to here, up, into here, gets pulled on 3 ticks there, which allows us to quasi power this bit of well, allows us to do that. So it's technically powered right now, but it doesn't know it, so we just have to update a block next to it to get it to actually extend. But when it does, it loses the power after 3 ticks, which it doesn't know about, so it's still extended until we update it again. So it kind of works like a T flip-flop and a bud update detector thing all combined into one. So I did this on both sides here. It's kind of a weird layout because of the ceiling and the height and all that kind of stuff. But what I did is I went and took a redstone torch off of this. So when this extends, this torch turns on and it does what we had here before. I can technically bypass this whole bit here actually, now that I think about it, and just take this straight in like so. Yeah. So when this one turns on, no, we need to invert it, that's right. Oh, I see. I see. So this one's on. We can actually have it power like so. And this one's on, and we can have it power like so. And both of them stop powering. That should drop the center. So let's give that a try. Alright, so that one, drop. That one, and that one. Alright, there we go. A lot more compacting, simplifying, all that happy stuff there. See, I didn't even think about this too much before we tried killing the wither. There we go. Yeah, we might be able to like shorten the dust lines a little bit, but as far as complexity is concerned, it's about as simple as it's gonna get at this point in time. I'm happy with it. It works. We don't have the ugly torches here anymore, so I could just kind of block off those areas and make it a really nice room now, actually. So I'm quite happy with how this turned out, and it does work for anyone else on the Omegus server. You can just come here and place your stuff and your skulls and kill yourself a wither. One other minor, well actually quite major important thing that I did not add to our little device here. Now I have it set up so when you do this and you do that, this little block here raises up for us, so we can just easily place our heads here. And when the wither skeleton boss, whatever, forms, then it'll drop us like so. And we can do our little backup and block thing. And it just makes it a lot easier to put those skulls on. You saw me kind of jumping up there trying to put those up top. So this makes it quite a little bit easier. And it was actually easy to run back here. I just took a line off of here, inverted torch, so it's opposite of what this piston here is doing. And then it just runs right into the block. I could put a little repeater on that for a touch of a delay, but it's not really necessary. And because I did that, I had to change the wiring in the back just a wee bit. Instead of going straight across, which would have given this line enough power to actually get all the way up here to keep this powered and cause this guy not to work properly, I had to deviate it by a couple blocks. That way this line here is only about as powerful to get to here and not all the way up to here, so that this piston properly depowers so that it works like its bud update, well, the bud detector thing. Bud stands for block update detector, so it's kind of redundant to say bud detector, but it's kind of easier to say than just bud, you know. So it properly depowers the bud. See how weird that sounds? To allow these to work as expected. So yeah, very fun, very easy. Just watch out because this guy is in the way and you don't want to be standing like right here and get pushed into a block. So stand forward, place your blocks, it'll pop you up and you can finish placing and place your skulls. It'll drop you down and you can just back up nice and easy. Very cool. But now, why did we just kill the wither? Well, to make a beacon, of course. Now we actually get to go use it. And of course, every good beacon needs a good foundation, and we are over here at the iron farm getting iron to put as our beacon foundation. Since we did grab quite a bit of iron, we can actually repopulate the chests up here above our little iron dump. That way when, ouch, people come into our little iron shop here, they'll actually be able to get some iron out of the dropper. Quack. So Scott left this in my room here. I hope you don't mind, but I took some books. Left payment, Scott. So I've had a lot of enchanted books here from all the times I've come out here and enchanted and used my levels like That's the pumpkin farm, by the way. And so I got lots of books, and looks like he came over and bought a couple from me. He actually asked if he could get some in chat. I'm like, sure, just go ahead and leave whatever payment you'd like. And 15 diamonds, I think that's a pretty good payment, even if he took like 4 or 5 books. So you're more than welcome to it. And I did see over here I had 5 more diamonds and what looks like a spot here missing of a book. So he probably found one of the lure books or something I had over here. So thank you, Scott, and I guess you left that one too. Much appreciated. And we'll just take the sign. We'll leave the chest because, as you can see, we definitely need storage. I really need to get out of here and build a proper storage room. This is pretty cramped quarters, but it's just so darn convenient of a location. And I got more down the hallway here and down there, and oh, it's not good here. There. So I got more down there and some at the bottom. Alright, now we get to go to where I plan on putting the beacon. Well, now this is odd. It looks like somebody chopped down a tree and the leaves decayed and left the vines up. I'm gonna have to remember that. So if you haven't guessed yet, we are going to be building our witch farm. Yeah. I'm gonna probably put the beacon on the bit of dry land over there, I guess. And we'll get some space cleared out here for the actual witch farm itself. And I think I'm gonna have Turkaniel help me dig out the basement there tomorrow, just so we can have the witch drop. Or maybe I'll have him help me light up some caves underneath. We'll have to do some boreholes and all that happy stuff to make sure we get everything. And if I remember right, I was doing some exploratory checking in some of the caves here, and I think there is actually a abandoned mine, that's the word, down underneath here. So we definitely got a lot to light up. And you creeper better stay away from my horse. Nope, wrong way, back away slowly. Alright, well, let me go ahead and get this all cut out. As you can see, I've outlined it so that we can put our floors here and here. I'm probably going to do that with half slabs, just the top half slabs, just to make it a little thinner. But these will be the platforms that the witches will spawn in. And as of 1.8.1, it actually has expanded the bounding box for the spawn to these 3 here. So this is the first block in which it can spawn, and this is the last block here. So that should be well enough for a triple spawning platform, witch farm. And I saw a pretty nice design that was based off of something Redstone Spire did. So I'm actually going to be using that one, since I actually like the sleekness of it, and it doesn't involve any cauldrons like a certain jail person. So let's go ahead and get going on that. Which you're supposed to spawn in the hut, not over there. Bad bitch. that took quite a while. I'm glad that Turcano was there to help us out. And actually, I was trying out a new thing called Replay Mod. It's a add-on that allows me to kind of record and get different angles while I'm actually recording at will. It records everything, so it's kind of cool. I just wasn't fortunate enough to figure out some of its nuances before I had to make this episode. So I was lucky enough to even be able to get the video itself out of it so that I could show you guys a time lapse. But fortunately, I was able to rescue it. It looks like I can only do like less than 30-minute clips, or else I can't render it properly. It's kind of weird, but at least I know for next time, and we can make some really cool time lapses with that. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else that we can try it out on. But just to show you guys kind of what we got down here, I've been idling up here for quite some time now. Actually, several days have elapsed since that video, or the time lapse. So we have stacks and stacks of stuff. Nope, not quite that high. And not quite that high. It looks like it's right to there. So we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double chests and some hoppers full of witch drops. Yes, I am quite pleased with how this thing's performing, and I haven't even done anything out here yet, guys. I haven't prepped the land. I got slime spawning all over the chicken. Slime spawning all over the place, and I mean, I gotta go and cut all of this dirt out. But part of the thing that's helping this so much is we have our platform up there. It's at like Y140 or something like that. So it pretty much only spawns creatures all the way down to maybe Y30 or so, and it makes this little sphere around me that obviously doesn't reach the land over there and barely even goes into the land too far over there. So just torch it up a little bit, and then all I have to worry about is those slimes taking the spawn cap down a little bit. But other than that, I think the only other thing we have to worry about is those stupid squids and chickens. Fortunately, those don't contribute to the mob cap, but I swear those things keep respawning or something on me. But I do have a portal way over there so that I can have a portal up there that doesn't have to worry about linking and all that other happy jazz. But oh, big slime. But over here, let me show you real quick. I know I needed to go underneath and light up some of the caves and such, so I actually dug this nice little path all the way down. And there is actually, you might have seen it in the video, but there is a abandoned mine down there, like I was saying before we built it. I thought there was one, and there definitely is. Turcano almost hit it when he dug the shaft, but just barely missed it. But that is pretty much the episode for the day. I thought I would catch up on that and show you a little bit of what we got out of this farm thus far. Oh, zombie's trying to eat me. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the time lapse. And go ahead and hit that like button if you've liked this episode. Do subscribe so you can check our next episode. Should be out in a week from now. And we will see you next time. Later.